Talk to me, brother.
Fucking deadbeats that don't have jobs. That's what I want to get into.
Buddy, what's the new wave of like Primerica?
Crypto.
Crypto's a big one.
Hundo.
Yeah.
Well, it's just, I think it's like any online influencers.
Anything
right?
that you
Like,
don't
anything,
actually have to
yeah.
go to work to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
They took work. These unappreciative assholes. It's like this is the golden years of working from home where you don't have to leave the house to work.
Oh, no.
Instead, they're like, I'm going to take it a step further. I
scam
don't
from
want to
work.
do anything from home.
I'm not going to
And
work
I'm
at
not gonna
home,
work-
from home.
Yeah. I'm not going to work while working from home.
Yeah, I was away and I saw an abandoned old Primerica building.
What is Primerica, by the way?
I don't even. It's like
You don't
insurance
know?
or
You
something.
never
like
got
that.
those
It was the
calls?
pyramid scam.
No?
It was some sort of pyramid scam, but it was like, it was like financial planning or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like you get a guy, he gets a guy.
I know why they
I
call
get
it-
a kickback.
Hey, I know
But-
why they call it a pyramid scheme, but could it be any other shape or it has to be a
Well, it
pyramid?
has to be
Oh,
a
it could
triangle.
be a circle.
Someone at a top. Nah, circle implies.
What about like
equality.
It's a cone.
Yeah, it's a cone of impurity.
So would equality be like a square? Because you'd have like everyone at the top getting the same.
No, because
No,
there would
'cause
still
there's
be
people on the
some
bottom,
more
yeah.
people
But
getting
there'd be more
significantly
people.
more.
It'd
The
be
lines.
more-
There would still be
more
lines.
equitable.
They would just
Yeah.
be more people at the top.
More equitable.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Pyramid
hearing.
just means the dude who thinks of the idea first is just raking it in. Like it's residuals,
Don't
baby.
you think a diamond
He's
would
the
be
Jay
better?
Z of fucking.
Because a diamond, you can get those mid-level people that like are getting.
No, why you want more poor? You want the large. You want it to go
Yeah.
like.
There's
the,
still a lot of people that
Because
are poor.
No,
the
the
point
most.
is, it's all about the guy on the top.
Yeah.
But some
right?
people like the titles.
It could
So
be
once you
one guy on
pass the
top.
half of the diamond,
Buddy, you can get
it's,
many
you're not
title
making
you
that much
want.
money, but
You
you're
can get
like
many
you're head of
title you want.
VP or VP
Oh, yeah,
of blank,
you're-
but you don't make as much money, but you got the title.
You're a silver level junior vice president.
Yeah,
Junior
and then
vice
you still-
president of sales of Eastern Oshawa, Upper East Side.
And then you've still got the guy at the top making the cream. You know what I
A
mean?
lot of money.
I
I
think
think
the
that is
diamond
part,
could work.
I think that is part of it though, is just like handing out these like, because even at my work, like I see that a lot of like they just make up positions, and it's like, oh, he's the senior vice president of
what you
operations
do.
for the
Yeah,
North
yeah.
Side.
I have a good
And
one.
you're like, what?
Is there a pay grid? Like,
Yeah.
no, but you get a new name tag.
Literally,
Your
that,
lanyard's a different color.
Yeah.
that happened with Rye. He got a job, and he would be. He'd get a sniff from someone else. They'd be like, oh, and they'd try to hire him. And then the next morning he'd come in and like, hey, congratulations to our new opening supervisor. And he'd be like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Right? And then like the 2 weeks later, something would happen. There'd be another sniff around for something else. He comes in for a dinner shift like, hey, we've got a new dinner time supervisor.
yeah.
He'd be making bisques. They'd be like, we've got a new bisque boss. Like they just, this guy had more name tags. He looked
Our
like he was
new,
a-
our
yeah.
new like temperature quality advisor. Yeah.
He was like a scout. He had all the little badges and pins. People do that though, but yeah, that you have to get
Oh.
it. You have to get a town bad if they like if they
they
open
have
up
a whole
if
building.
they have a building. For
Hey,
America.
Dragon's Den, you have someone who like goes into restaurants and like pretends to acquire about someone that's hired them, and to be like, I'm headhunting this person. Like, could you tell me how they are in person? And then they're like, oh, like they're okay. I'll get back to you. And then they leave, and next thing you know,
No, that goes two ways though.
Janet's got a
Psych-
Bugatti.
Or Janet gets beat because psychopaths are like, "Are you good sniffing around on another job behind my back?" Yeah, just
I
loyal.
don't even know him.
Yeah, some people. I've had kids. I've had people want to give. They're like, can you please give me a reference? I'm like, sure. And then they'd like text me like, hey, just so you know, this is what you need to say. I'm not lying for you.
Just
kid.
so you know. But you can't. It's illegal to give a bad reference.
No,
No,
you
but
can give
no,
a bad.
you can give an
you
honest
can't.
reference.
You
You
can't
can't give up.
You can't like go above
You
and
can't
beyond.
slander their character.
Yeah,
No.
but
so
you
what,
can be like he was late 63% of the
you
time.
can't say that.
Yeah.
Yes, you
No,
can.
You can't.
That's
If you have-
facts.
yeah.
I don't think you can.
There's
I think
nothing
you,
slanderous about
no,
that.
No,
He was
I
great
don't-
until I had to fire him for sexual harassment.
Listen, I don't think you,
withhold
that's
that
on the books.
information.
Wait,
Yeah.
I don't think you could say that. I think you can't say he was punctual. Like you can't say that, but you like
No.
there's the get around.
First of
But
all,
you can't
why is
say,
this kid giving you as a reference? That's what I've always.
Well, some people
I've
do
had.
that.
Okay, I had to do one where they called, and this kid, I had to fire him because he missed the shift because he fucked up his own. His buddy fucked up his haircut.
Yeah.
Instead of just coming into work, they wear hats, by the way. He decided to go get a haircut, and so I had to let him go. And he used me as a reference
That's wild. Yeah. That's,
without even asking me. Like you'd think you'd.
oh, you have to
you'd
ask,
sniff.
and then when you ask, you gotta like give a gift.
But
or
no, the
something.
problem with that is sometimes people are afraid. They don't want. They're like, "Hey, don't call my references
Well,
yet," because they don't want. They haven't
Back
quit
in
or
the
they
day,
don't know
no
if they
one
want.
like, and
You need
I've been
consent to do
pinched
that,
on that. I've been pinched on that as a few times of like you thought like they weren't going to call anyone. And then
Oh,
like,
that's wild. Hold on. That's okay. So, I get like my newest one was it's a government one, right? But
They'll always call.
Yeah, the
government
government
will always.
no,
call.
no, they do. But what I'm saying
Hopefully.
is, before they do that, they had to get your consent to reach out. So like they reached
by
out.
like giving their number. That's you giving your consent by writing it down for them. I think that's like
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you-
No.
if
So
the-
hold on.
Yeah, I know,
hold on.
but a business gets a reference by saying, "Hey, can I have your references?" You hand it to them. That's all the consent you need.
I get fair enough, but if you do that, so you're not handing in references with your resume.
No, unless you're an
hold on.
idiot.
So you wait for that, and then you hand in the references. What happened was I hand in the references, and then I got an email being like, "Okay, like just a heads up, we're gonna start
Yeah, but
contacting."
think about who you work for.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm just
you
saying.
Work, yeah, you work for a different.
It's different.
But I had the other side of that when like I did a interview with the process with the RCMP at one point, and they like not only called my references and like
Who's our RCMP?
the police.
God,
I
damn.
knew, but
the
I'm-
federal, the
I'm saying-
federal police.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, the
Okay,
federal police in
okay,
Canada.
okay.
But they went back to old like
Mounties?
I didn't give any information about and they went there and like had a 4-hour conversation with Drake.
Frankie's.
What? Yeah. What's the prerequisite for being the hey? How many times do you say "a" and drink syrup and eat bacon? How comfortable are you on a horse? Because you're gonna be a Mountie.
Yeah, do you plan on having children at a later date? Yeah, people.
When you hold the door, you got to say please and thank you.
You'd be surprised. For a lot of positions now, people aren't even calling references. I mean, obviously,
references
depends
should
on the
be dead,
depends on
though.
the job, but
Yeah, but they should be dead because for the most part,
You're
you
giving
have someone
someone
who's
favorable.
like. And by the way, here's
hey,
the best
just
part.
choose who you want to be your boss.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
I want an old man, dad, old mom, old woman, mom?
No, but
That's
put it,
exactly it right now.
put it this way, right? If you're calling, if you're calling someone for a reference, it goes two ways. One, they genuinely like the person who's a good employee and they want them to get the job. Or two, they don't like the employee, in which case they want them to go, so they're
And-
going to give them a good reference.
Yeah, I went through that.
You know what I mean?
I was telling someone that like I was like, even if you hate your boss, like use them as a reference.
Just
'cause
use
they
them.
want you gone. They can't fire you.
Yeah, they're
So
gonna
like
be
they're
like,
like,
Oh,
this-
in that
this
situation where you can't fire, but in the situation where you've already shit canned them,
yeah, you're
makes no
fucked.
sense.
Ready? Bling, bling.
The logic
Hello?
doesn't hold up there.
Hey, Evan, just to let you know, we did call your reference from Frankie's, and it was a glowing reference. Maybe one of the greatest references I've ever heard.
I'd be shocked.
Halfway through, he started screaming and swearing how much how much he thinks you'd be perfect for the position. And then when he was about to hang up, all I heard was "woo."
Well, you know, he's a great guy. He's always had my back. We're more like a family at Frankie's.
Fuck, I love that. Oh man. Even when I was going, like when I had all my placements, because I worked with like it was in schools and stuff, and I remember always giving my like placement supervising teachers like bags of stuff. We'll say,
Oh.
yeah, oh yeah,
Hey, skiing?
oh, yeah, a lot of stuff that you use to play skee ball. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying?
He was talking about a different
No.
skiing.
I'm
Same.
talking about like tokens and shit.
Oh, can't put those up your nose.
What are you saying? No,
When you were saying that, I was like, Jesus
Bag-
Christ.
Schools are wild. No. I would hand that shit out. Buddy pays to play. You know what I mean? That's where you get the grades from. No,
the
I
only
had
way
to
you
go
passed.
drugs. Are you kidding me? There was this one.
I was.
There was this one teacher in one of my co-ops, and it was at can I say the school?
You don't need to say this.
Anyways, it was a
Yeah,
public
why
school.
does it
and
matter?
I caught it just for the
No, like it doesn't matter. Just say you. Okay,
Voice.
this already got
Put it
too
this way.
long. You're doing co-op at
It's
a school.
guy.
Continue.
It was a school in Toronto, and it was named from a very famous person. Anyways, rhymes with Wandela. And there was this gym teacher there, and
Nelson Wendell.
I've never been so sure in my life that the teacher was just coked out of his mind. He 24/7, this guy just looked like he was like coming off a bender, like in the morning, and then you realize, it's fine. And then in the morning, you realize like halfway through the day, he would like turn it around and look fantastic, and you're just like, buddy's living on edge.
He's there slapping his face after lunch.
That's funny.
Oh, it's good to be alive.
Wow. Is it though?
That's good.
I remember I remember when Nelson Mandela died. That night, we had a soccer game, and it was just like men's
remember
league.
that.
Listen, it was men's league. You were on the team. It was men's league, and it was just an adult men's league. And the team we were playing was the only all-black team in the league.
No.
Yeah.
Did you hammer them?
No, you were on the team.
Oh shit.
And
Did I hammer them?
no, how could we?
We had to give it up.
They had the spirit of fucking Africa behind them. We got rinsed that game. Like you don't want to play the team after the hero dies. That's not what you want.
Especially like you played a team full of white people.
Yeah. There was some hate. There was some hate.
Imagine being in that huddle. These fucking guys.
Yeah.
These fucking guys.
And they were like Africans too, so that's what made it like it hit home.
we got
had
destroyed.
we had
Ugandans?
no chance.
Was Joseph Kony there?
It's like, you got to be kidding me. Yeah.
Okay, do you guys remember?
It actually would have been Mandela would have died around when Kony was popping. That was a while ago. That was like 10 years ago.
He was the war criminal, right?
Okay, he wasn't even a war criminal, and this is like
a
the
great
funniest
documentary.
story. Dude. This was like when people had the highest hopes for social media. We were like, we're gonna change the world. Joseph Kony. Do you guys remember the twist in that whole story though?
Yeah, Kony 2012.
Yeah,
But the
Kony
guy making it was
was a pedophile.
yeah.
Was he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
So he puts out this documentary, sells all the things. It was a pyramid scheme in the making.
Yeah,
You know,
but
like,
you saw the buildings with all like the Mercedes chilling there.
It was a square.
A week later, it was like, oh, so and so arrested for child pornography, and you're like, whoa, the guy who just cared about the kids in Africa.
Oh, well, he did care.
Well, it's funny though. I do want to say like, what happened to my boy Cones? Because
So I looked it up.
apparently he had all these child soldiers, and then it turns out this guy had a pyramid scheme. Was this just a paid actor?
Well, so I looked it up after because I was like, oh, whatever happened to Joseph Kony, right? Did they catch him? And then so that year, Obama put out this thing. Oh, we put him on a list. He's going to be one of our important targets. We're going to get him. We're gonna stop this evil man.
Yeah.
And then like a couple years later, they quietly were like, yeah, this guy was never really a problem. He had like 200 followers. He wasn't a big deal in kind of like a place already ravaged by war.
Hey, they're all his children.
Yeah.
They were all his
What
children. He
was-
fathered 200 children and
Yeah.
just gave them assault rifles. It was just Halloween.
But like, yeah, the U.S. government came out and was like, yeah, this guy was like never that big of a deal. So like, I think it was a bit of a money grab of like this guy
One of
was just
those.
hustling them.
One of
But, like,
those.
it just goes back to that time, man. Like, do you remember how much people believed in
I remember the
social media back
wristbands
then?
and stuff,
The
yeah.
wristbands,
Buddy,
But-
anything. I remember watching that one night at Rye's house. Like before I went to bed, I woke up the next morning, went to work. I was like, "Can you believe this motherfucker, Kony?" Like,
But bro, like around the same time, it was the Arab Spring, and when they like overthrew the government in Egypt, they were like, everyone was like, "Oh man, Facebook is our hero." People were naming their kids Facebook. Could you imagine that
stupid
kid?
fucking name.
Dude.
It's like, you know how when you see it, the stereotypical like Simpsons native name would have been like, "Oh, Chief, like running water," right?
There you go,
You'd be like,
there you go,
okay.
hey.
But when you go back like in the future and they look back like, "Oh, is that little young Facebook?" They're gonna be like, "It's the same shit." But like, God, these people are primitive.
Could you
Little
ima-
book.
Could you
Little
imagine,
book.
though? Like,
Oh,
that
LB's
kid's-
pretty cool though.
That kid's like 15 now, and he's Muhammad Al Facebook.
That's a gangster
Well,
ass
it would be
name.
Muhammad,
Though.
most common one.
Muhammad Al Facebook. It's
a good guess.
Just everyone just chirps the shit out of him.
FB.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember being in school. I was in grade 5 when like 9/11 happened, and we were in class. And the next day was like you didn't have to go to school, and like we didn't understand what was happening. So I remember being in class, and all the teachers are crying, and we're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, like
And then
man up.
they tried to explain it, and they're like something bad happened like in the States, and I was like, I didn't even pass geography. Like I don't.
You don't remember that
time.
because I think
No, I do remember. I remember being in the class. I know the
like,
teacher's
you would have been in
name.
grade 4. And
No.
yeah.
Oh, it's a 5-4 split,
Listen,
Miss Hamilton.
you would have been there,
Listen.
and
Shut
it
the
happened.
fuck up. It's my story.
It happened at
Grade
10 a.m.
Yeah, it happened super early.
Was
we
I
were in
not-
grade 5 because
Yeah, we were in grade 5.
We were in grade 5.
Miss Hamilton, you liar. Anyways,
September 01.
Yeah.
I guess.
anyways,
I had
so
Miss Rehill.
yeah, but yeah. So I remember everyone was crying, and then like we all got to go home, and then we're just like all the kids were like, it was like a snow day. We're all
it
so
was-
happy.
Yeah, like
Everyone's
you're
thrilled,
like-
and we're like,
we went back.
"Sick."
I thought we went back to school after lunch.
No, No. The next day.
Oh,
the next
isn't it kind
day.
of weird? They let you finish out the day, and then
Yeah,
they're like, "Yeah,
yeah.
now we really need to
Yeah,
give you the day off."
the next day it was a day off, and it was like we were
Yeah.
partying.
I mean,
Yeah.
like no one
Kids
knew.
were so the same
we
thing
were
happened in the
jacked up.
complex.
This
Like
is
yeah,
amazing.
We're just like, holy shit!
everyone was pumped for that, and like
happy, do it again, dude.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like,
and, like,
yeah.
Like, is the ash going to make its way here? Is that why they're closing down? We get to, it's like a ash day instead of a snow day.
well, like, and I remember like everyone was like, "I'm gonna go to New York and help out." It's like, what the fuck are you gonna
What are
do
you
there?
gonna do?
What are you gonna do there?
Yeah. Man, and like, yeah, I don't want to. Let's not take a turn for the worse. Those videos are fucked.
I don't know
The
if
people
we-
helping out down the
9/11
street.
changed everything, Brian.
It really did.
9/11 changed
Well,
everything.
like I don't know, you guys haven't been to like a carnival or anything like that, but like it's
I
like
have been to a
pretty
carnival.
a pretty common thing now for the jumping castles to have the big slide that's in the shape of the Titanic.
I didn't know
Well,
that.
you're guaranteed going down. I mean,
Yeah, but like my point
Little
with that is
gutty.
like that's like obviously not too soon. No one's alive from it, but like, will there be a day when like it's the Twin Towers and kids are jumping from the top?
No,
on
it'll
the
never happen.
no.
It'll never
buddy,
happen.
they probably
maybe in that Dubai city,
no way.
but they
There's no
they're
way.
celebrating it.
No. All right,
no,
everybody settle down.
no. I will say, I thought you'd say people like some Irish Americans would be picketing that
The
slide, being like,
slide.
all me best relatives died.
we lost a lot of good potatoes down that
Yeah.
day.
Stop.
Lost all me lucky charms.
Crates of potatoes.
Leonardo DiCaprio died. There was enough room for him, Rose.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just move over, bitch?
Could you imagine? Yeah, in Ireland, just like
Heart of the ocean, my
calling
ass.
a woman a rose is like just the biggest insult. It's like, oh, just ruins men's lives.
Irish Rose,
Yeah,
fuck that bitch.
Irish
You know what?
rose.
She's gonna leave you, laddie. She's not gonna stay around.
Pretty sure she was American.
She'll push you off the edge.
That
I
was
still
the
found
most
that old bitch kinda
confusing
hot.
scene. Wasn't that the most confusing scene? Though
Which one?
that you
At the
could
end
have
when she-
said anything, and she said like, "I'll never let go."
And
As
then-
she lets
and
go,
then she lets go.
I don't get
I,
it.
I just think that's
I think it's
like
a
big-
metaphorically like my heart will never let go, and then she drops the heart of the ocean. So when she's
but the
98, she did let go.
But the song that they use is like, "My
my
heart
heart will go on.
will go on." So like the whole thing is confusing.
yeah, I
Could have
feel
said
like
something better.
I feel like it was like a character move, like that they were trying to make her seem like a piece of shit. And she let go, man.
She let go
Immediately.
hard. She didn't even finish saying she'll never let go, and then she lets go, and then she's looking at the,
Leads you
her
to believe, did she
diamond.
fake the orgasm in the car?
I think she did.
Wow.
Did she fake
I don't.
the
Probably
orgasm in the
because,
car?
and I say this, yeah, I'll say it. Car sex is terrible. It's
Yeah,
really hard.
I mean-
she probably did fake it. Now, some people could have a different opinion
Now
on this,
road-
and
now
maybe they
road
have
top.
maybe they have a better vehicle. Car what?
Yeah, I'm
Is
sure
that from
Andrew
Top of the
Tate
Car?
is,
No, road top.
has a different experience with that.
Well, I don't get it. Does he have sex in cars?
No, he just has nice cars. So like, it's,
Oh
like,
yeah,
it's
that's
different.
different.
Like,
But like, it's
your
not.
Hyundai.
It's not the nice car. It's a CRV.
It's a CRV.
It's
buddy.
a mom mobile. Yeah, but even that one, the seats could go down. But
It's like there's
Well,
dog
it
hair
has
everywhere.
to be built because when it's like a single soccer mom gets piped by the ref or something at halftime, you gotta have
he's
room.
like, wow, when these fold down, it's even.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Sorry, what number's your kid? I gotta get him a penalty shot.
He's there to the other ref. The seats go way back.
I was out visiting our buddy Modsy
Yeah.
this weekend, and I was shopping. He took me to the store, okay? I was going to get this shirt, then I was like, nah, I dipped. Then I'm like, you know what? Why am I being a pussy? Let's go get the shirt. So I go back, but he's like, I'm going to wait outside. I go in, there's just one woman in front of me, and as I walk in the store, and what I wanted was like right beside the checkout,
Yeah.
she's already at the cash, but she's on the phone on a FaceTime call. We know the type.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't need to say less, fam. Say less. So I grab the shirt. I'm standing behind her. She's got like 15 shirts on the counter, and she's rifling through this messy one. What about this one? To the kid. The cashier looks like he wants to blow his brains out.
Yeah.
He's looking around for like a lifeline. Can someone else come open up
Just
two for
shoot
me
me.
here? Or yeah, just fire me. Like he's about to say, actually he was black, so he couldn't say. He was about to say something that would just get him fired right away, just so he could leave the situation. It was so bad. I felt for this guy. Like he's giving me the eyes like, buddy, can you hit her? I was like, I can't. She'll probably beat me up. So she's so eventually she's like, okay, decides on the shirts. Now Mods is waiting outside. He really thought this was a pop in, pop out situation. Now he scans it. It's not 50% off like she thought it was, apparently. Okay? So she's like, what do you mean it's not 50% off? And he's like, I mean, it's not 50% off. Like, I don't know
This
why
goes
it would
above
be,
me.
I don't know
This might
why
surprise you.
I don't know why it would have been 50% off because that's a weird like discount. She just threw it out there like, hey, this is supposed to be half off. It's like Big Daddy when he dents the cans.
Yeah.
Like she cut a hole in the shirt. Like, look, it's ripped. But
There's a spot on it.
yeah. So then she's like, okay, not this one, not this one. Okay, I'm thinking this is almost over. Thank God. No, there's also socks. Scans the socks and she's like, wait a minute. Those aren't kid sizes. Those are woman sizes. I need kid sizes. Maybe they'll fit. So she's looking and asking him. She's like, what do you think? He's like, I don't know. Like at this point, he's looking at like Keelan, like the Rogers guy did to Keelan. He's like, I don't know, man, but can you get the fuck out of here? So she's like, you know what? And after all this, and I'm not joking, it's at least 4 to 5 minutes of me standing there. Now there's a line behind me. She's like, I'm actually going to go back and look at the socks. She says this, and she goes to scoop it up. He's like, I'll keep this aside for you. And she's like, okay, and then leaves. I walk up. It's like, I've never seen a smoother transaction. Not one word was said. It was just one nod. I like didn't even hand him the clothes. I literally just held the tag out. He scanned. I tapped with the other hand and just kept walking. And there was like almost like a head nod dap, like my brother, because we all wanted to eat this bitch. Anyway, I came outside. Mozzie's nowhere to be found. And you know he loves a ninja dust grenade. Okay? I don't know where this guy is. Won't pick up his phone. So that's another 15 minutes to find him. And he's blaming me. I'm trying to explain. It sounds like I'm making the story up. I mean, but it actually happened.
Crazy lady there.
But some people are so ignorant. And I hate people on the phone who don't end the call when they go in. If you have an AirPod in and you want to subtly like do whatever, but mid-transaction, could you just shut the fuck up and just do this for the good of the people?
Looking at them now, yeah, you should have been doing that in the aisleway.
Yeah.
What
if there
a
was something
piece of
bigger
shit.
or a blunt object around, I might have hit her in the head.
Oh.
Been like, do you know the password for the cameras, buddy? Because if we
Nicole
get back
will
this
do that
stuff out-
sometimes. Like we'll be up at a till and then she'll like look at the person for what. Typically we're buying something, or like if she's ordering at a restaurant, she'll be like, "What do you think?" And it's like, okay, the restaurant one, fine, fair, but like she'll be like buying clothes, and the guy will be like, "This one's off, this one's like not off," and she'll be like, "What do you think?" And it's like that's not his fucking job.
And this guy's like some 32-year-old
Yeah,
dude
like,
who wants
what?
to kill himself.
Zellers?
Yeah,
I know. But then if I give her an opinion at home, she's like, yeah. But she'll like the guy that's just trying to whisk her through the fucking aisle. But she does that all the time, and it's a weird thing. It's like it's not what these people are there for.
No.
Like
No.
just fucking tap the thing. Let me pay. Get on my life. They're making minimum wage, probably.
Close to it anyways, yeah. And it's like they're not there for their opinions.
They're not a therapist. Leave
And
me
even-
alone.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and this is slightly going off on a tangent here, but I hate
Let's
when
hear it.
people. Okay, when people talk about.
What?
So minimum wage, people that work those minimum wage jobs, they should be required to do the very minimum. Like you're not, like I mean
They
this.
should be allowed to do the minimum? Like,
Yeah, sorry, maybe I shouldn't have said the word required. Like I hate when people like it's like, well, they should have, they're only making minimum wage. Someone will say like, and then like let's say the wife will say that, and then the husband will be like, oh, but they should take pride in their blah blah blah. No. They're making like that job. Yeah. The reason why they're getting paid so little to do that job is because a monkey could do it.
Yeah.
Like that job, you're not supposed to. You know what I mean? It's not like fucking brain surgery. So when people say stuff like that, and they're like, oh, this guy doesn't care. It's like he's not supposed to care.
Yeah.
He's there making $13 an hour. He's not gonna care.
And those are the people too that blow up at the kid at McDonald's when they're like, and it's not even like something's wrong with their burger. They just don't like their burger. It's like, buddy, you come in and complain about this burger 3 times a week. Just stop ordering that burger.
Yeah,
Maybe you don't like it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And those are the people, but they're just like unloading on some kid in the McDonald's
I know,
drive-thru.
yeah.
It's like he can't talk to his wife that way.
but
So he's
right
going to do
back
it
to-
on
Weekend, you stupid bitch.
Hey, right back to Ev's story. The girl's in line, right? The girl's in line. She's gonna be like, whoa, I thought it was 30%. Like she's haggling with this kid. He's like, ma'am, I don't make the rules. Like I'm here doing the beeping and the clicking. This is what I do.
And what was demonstrated after is he's a damn good clicker and beeper. It wasn't him.
Like you know
And
what?
If
You know what,
they're
John?
timing, like if there's awards for times, like transactions per
Yeah.
hour, this guy's getting fucked. He better get a bonus. I need to write an email to this place.
Do you know what was a wild job? Was Frankie's with their kid check. That's a wild job. That's a bit of a responsibility for someone.
Well,
who's
no,
just
it's
making
also.
minimum
But
wage.
here's the
And
thing:
it should be the parents'
Is it
fault.
okay? Is it a bit of a responsibility? Yes, but you're also not liable because of a glow in the dark hand stamp. If a kid goes missing because a predator snuck past a 16-year-old.
Yeah,
Okay,
But this is what I'm saying is why even have that? Why even have that?
It's to make it's so
It's-
the kids don't just run out. It's you
Yeah.
put a little thing. It's just. It's
But you
just
could
so
put a
little kids
door
can-
there with a high handle.
Well, some kids
So
are tall.
when you go in now, what they ask you to do, I was actually there on Saturday. They ask you to
Picking
take a
up chicks?
selfie with your kid.
No way.
But like I could easily just go to the back of a room, pick up another kid, take a selfie. But it's
called AI.
Yeah, the kid check girl was being all fuckety, and I was kind of pissed at this point. So I just like blew past her, and she's like, "Wait, I need to check your selfie." And I just like,
Wow, you're one of those.
What would you do if
man.
like you blew
And remember,
past
you
it?
used to be like, "Stop, sir! I couldn't see the second
I
number
did
of
it
your
all the
hand
time,
stamp."
sir.
I fucking
Sir.
I remember one time Dre lost his mind because this guy snapped on me because I let the kid out with his stepmom or his mom who was like right there, and the dad like handed off the kid, and I remember them coming in, and he snapped on me, and Dre's like, "What the fuck do you expect, man? Like you're right there letting the kid go. He checked your hand. He's like, if I don't exit with the child, no one exits with the child." As he's like spitting, Andre's like, "Can you please stop spitting on me, sir?"
child.
dude, I got nailed one time. It was this like grandparent couple who brought
Threesome.
They brought their twin granddaughters in.
Fivesome.
So one grandparent came in, and then they like waited and like did the. But then on the way out, so they got different numbers, and then
yeah.
on the way out, they switched the kids. So to purposely test me, but because I recognized them, I like faked the look, and I was like, "Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, that's
you're
it.
good."
Oh,
Yeah.
the fake look was classic.
1354-7.
Also, some of the-
B,
you
they're
just
out of
say a
here.
number
Have
outside.
a great day.
Some of the little
32.
some of the little hostesses they didn't stamp hard enough, right? Like you couldn't read it. It's impossible.
And like when like someone from like head office is there, like 74, really loud. Like, you guys have a great day, miss. It's like a black and white kid. Like, you guys take it easy. See you later.
Dude, so we're there, and I'm going on the merch counter, and there's one new kid running the merch counter, and there's this little black kid has 8,000 tickets, and he's just
Oh, man.
one-on-one with him trying to go through what this kid can get.
Stop.
And I was like, oh.
Dude, the merch counter? You're like, you want to kill yourself? You have an 8-hour shift on a merch counter.
hot merch talk.
And you're, oh my God, and you're just sitting there, and then the kid's got like 30 tickets, which is like,
And I'm giving
it's
him a
not-
hundo just to fuck
30
off.
tickets isn't worth the paper it's on. It's like your choices are between like a ring and an airhead, and
It's
he
so
just
di-
sits there for 20
No,
minutes.
the best part was the parent. The best part was the parent who just sunk $40
Yeah.
into these things,
And
and,
then they're just like,
and their
just fucking
kids
pick one.
suck so bad at all the games that they can get a fucking ring. They can't even get the ring pop. They got to pay cash.
And literally, it's just the sigh. How much for the ring pop?
Yeah.
How much?
Oh, my kid is not coordinated.
Get your hand. My kid's a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Just how much?
Motherfucker.
Dude, so I'm there, and then there's a lineup of people behind me. We already have what we want picked out, but this kid's just focused on the kid with the birthday. So I'm like, "Hey, buddy, can you ask that cashier to come over here and like help you out?"
Man, you think you run show
Dude,
over there.
I was rattled. It was 15 minutes in. Kid was going nuts. I had to go home and make dinner at this point, right?
Don't you have a wife?
She was at work, man. I was on my own. So I'm like, she comes over. She's like, "What's wrong with the till? I don't understand." I was like, No. You need to help the people here. There's like 15 people here. This kid can't handle it." And then she's like, "I was busy at front
shit.
cash." And I was like, "Lady, I just watched for 15 minutes. You didn't have a single customer up there."
We don't call them customers. We call them guests.
On it.
Fucking home office over here.
But I'm that guy now.
Yeah,
I'm
you
that
are.
dad. I'm a piece of shit.
Can I just say, first of all, was this on a Saturday?
Yeah, but it was dead. It was a long
Okay.
weekend. It was
How tight was the tuck on your shirt?
dead. It was a bit of a tuck. It was a light tuck.
Not a tight tuck, a light tuck.
A light tuck.
You just
Okay.
know that the 15, 16-year-olds that are working there, as they see you, they just take a deep breath. I'm like, fuck,
him again?
Fuck, he's got a fanny pack.
Yeah.
They just walk up.
Fanny
"Hey,
pack and
sir."
a mustache.
Yes, sir. They just know we're in for one.
Dude,
Clean the dust off their nose. Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Woo! We also like to ski ball.
Oh,
That just kills me because, like,
Yeah, thanks for that laugh. I didn't think that was that good.
the little baggie coming in. It's like, why did you
Yeah,
think skiing? Like,
because it's a baggie of tokens. What do you mean?
for ski ball, but like when you say a little baggie and
For
they're
skiing.
you're doing cocaine.
Yeah,
man.
you touched your
Okay,
nose.
okay.
Maybe it's the
inferred-
allergies,
hold on.
but
You inferred that all of your teachers were doing cocaine.
Okay, wait. New Dragon's Den.
they had low energy half the time. I don't think
Yeah.
they were.
Okay, so we're talking about drugs, right? My whole thing of hey, have somebody come into their job and act like they're headhunting, right? Which
Love
actually
that.
isn't a bad play. Okay, what if we do that? Take that same principle, but then go to like have it be like a fake clinic. Guys don't. This will mainly be for guys.
This is
Hear me
definitely
out.
illegal.
Hear me out. For the most part, just wait. Listen. For the it's not illegal because it'll be
rub
set
and
up.
tug.
No, it won't be illegal. You
Rub and tugs are
motherfuckers!
illegal? This
You
is-
guys always do this.
This is
Let me
not-
fucking
anything.
finish. Let me finish
It's
my.
a tug and rub.
You're what they call a practice girl.
Let me finish. Okay, so it's not there's no legality issues because we're not actually prescribing anything, and the when we get hired by the wife or the girl, they know it's fake. Now, guys don't really book their own appointments. The wife will book it and they'll be like, "We're going," for the most part.
He's so upset.
Okay, so guys don't know they're going.
So the wives end up booking it. So the guy will just go. So he doesn't like have to. You don't even need a big site for this.
Yeah.
Okay. The guy gets there. It's the fake doctor, and now what they do is, what they do is, well, we got to go over like your whatever physical,
Results?
blah, blah. Yeah, sure, results because you did blood work 7 months ago, and now we got it back. Whoa, it's not looking good. All right. Here's X, Y, and Z. A lot of this is bad.
This is
like
illegal.
you're no, it's not.
Yeah, this is actually like really illegal.
It's not
You can't
illegal.
misdiagnose people.
I'm not. And
Sounds
the
like you
wife
are.
knows it's fake, and she's
But
so.
she doesn't have like power of attorney over this
No,
guy.
but
Like,
listen.
she can't, like,
It's
make
just
him
this.
take Viagra
It's-
against his will.
That's not it. No. There's no prescriptions. There's nothing for this. It's just you're headed down the wrong path, buddy. All right.
He gives
You
him the
really
death's
need to
door
turn.
talk.
Yes, you need to turn your life around. And then the guy would be like, "Holy shit, I need to start turning my life around." And then he starts eating better, working out. Boom.
Okay, how about this though?
You do this every time. Every
How about
fucking
this?
time I have an idea.
So we trick the wives with it. It's a double. It's
Oh, a double entendre. We're fucking getting it on both ends.
You can't do
we're
this.
we're about
This
to
doesn't-
double revenue.
Double
Shut your mouth.
revenue.
We're about
This
to double
doesn't work
revenue.
well.
The women get the appointment set up and they're like, yeah, I'm going to give him. And he goes in and right away he sees something fishy and he's like, you're not a real doctor. And he sees right through. He goes,
What, the neck tattoos gave it away?
Yeah. And he's like, you're
Doctors
right.
can have neck
So your wife is every month is going to make an appointment for you to come here. We'll say it takes about 2 to 3 hours to get you in. And you just come hang out, have a couple drinks.
Or hey, here's a
Play
two
some
for
skee
two,
ball.
no,
But
two
then
for
it's
one
a
at
real
the local golf
hold on.
course.
But my idea is
It's
like
on a golf cart.
my,
Two for one.
my idea is a fake facility.
They're dumb. They don't know directions.
Yours is like there actually have to be doctors,
No.
but who are in this Ponzi scheme.
No,
the
there's-
square.
Mine's even worse. Like, there's no doctors. It's just the idea that the wife thinks she's sending him to a fake doctor, but when he goes there, he knows it's a fake doctor, so he just goes and hangs out.
He's
with the other
hammering
guys.
cheeseburgers. He's getting fatter. She's like, I thought you have him on this like Viking Finland diet, and now he's fucking getting fatter. It makes no sense.
You know, it's not surprising that you guys would take my idea and shit all over it.
I think we made it better.
Fucking twist it.
We
That's
made it
fine.
better.
I get it.
Oh my God, not Finland!
No, not Finland.
Not Finland.
Not Finland. Okay, I have one more Dragon's Den idea, and this is maybe my most controversial idea, but I feel like I should throw it out there this
All
week.
right.
It's been a hot 40 minutes of Dragon's Den talk.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't-
like
has
it.
it been? I
No,
don't
no, I
know.
like the dens.
Okay,
I'm living
okay.
in the den. They call me Khaleesi.
Now, this one is gonna be, like I said, controversial. Have an open mind,
Because most of yours aren't.
Yeah,
No, they're all pretty, straightforward. All right, so this one
because he came up with medically assisted suiciding people.
I
right?
did not.
Yes,
come up
yeah,
with
that was his idea.
And he also
I
said he
didn't
wanted
come
to
up
send
with
people
that.
to Mexico for hookers and blow. That's how
there-
actually
and there
medically
it
assisted
is.
suicide
He-
happened.
he
That's how
is-
the
and
medically
there it
assisted
is.
suicide squad was formed.
He incited violence on this podcast. But let's hear your current idea.
They call him Mr. Jan 6. He once dated a Jan that was a 6.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Go. Hit me with it.
Okay.
I'm all ears.
I'm just gonna say it, and then I'll get your instant reaction. Then I'll go through the process.
Okay.
Reusable toilet paper.
Done. No.
Just wait.
No.
Just wait.
What?
Just wait.
Isn't that just a rag that you rinse?
No.
Yeah, they're called washcloths, and
No,
certain
no,
people
no.
love them.
Okay. So
I don't think toilet paper is a huge environmental issue at this point.
Yeah, it's
it,
like biodegradable.
no, it is.
It's-
And what did the pandemic show us is that it's a hot commodity, right?
No, it's
and
not.
expensive.
No, it never was. It shows us that. It showed us that it
expensive.
never was. Did you ever run out?
No.
Yeah, we did.
No,
Kind
you
of.
didn't.
Kind of. Well, we had to borrow from a neighbor one time, yeah, because we didn't have any. in
No,
the
you guys
storage
were
bin.
also not like leaving house.
So listen.
And stuff.
So
That's
it's
psycho
just
shit.
basically you use your toilet paper. Now it's pre-cut size rolls, and then you wipe your bum. You put it inside a basket, okay, like a water tub basket. You put it inside there, which has some chemicals in it, which it like like all that stuff.
No one
And
wants
then-
to do. Who's
no,
gonna want to do
like
that?
What
oxygen and shit.
you're explaining?
Wait, let me finish.
It's-
They
There's so
do
many
this.
other things you could make
Just
reusable
listen.
that people would
No,
do. This
this
is
is
like
good.
a
This
hard
is
no.
good. This is
no,
good.
this is reusable diapers. There's like literally
No, I know there
services
are.
where
I
they
know there
come
are.
and pick
Yes.
them up and then clean them. So you're just doing this. You can
Yes.
just use reusable diapers at this point
but
to wipe
it's
your ass.
Would you
Diapers,
not prefer
though? No.
reusable paper towels first over the shit than over literal shit?
No, because that's just a cloth. This one, you wipe your ass, you put it
Paper
inside,
towel's
and then the
thicker. It would
machine
cause
turns,
more of a problem.
kills all the bacteria, and then it gets brought into this roller and re-rolls it.
Do you know? Okay, I have a question. If you think you had a white shirt and you wiped your ass with it and you just threw it through a rinse cycle, do you think?
With the right guys, listen. This is a math thing. It's a
way
science
worse,
and math
way
thing.
worse for the
Hey,
environment than paper.
hey,
No, because it's
Nicole does
just
your
the-
laundry, right?
Yes.
Ask her how hard it is to clean some of your undies after like a round of golf.
She'll
It's
just-
not just a quick
Oh,
rinse.
buddy.
Well, sometimes
You don't
they
know
just
the
get-
love
you got
she is
that
putting
crease
in.
in
Yeah,
there?
you don't know the love she is.
Sometimes
putting
they
in.
just get thrown out. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you. And like, there's like rips
The
in it.
sweaty brown crease.
Dude, I will hold on to boxers. My boxers turn into skirts eventually, where like the whole bottom gets ripped, and I still,
It looks like a fisherman's net.
yeah, it's just like it's nice and breezy, and she'll be like, "Sweetie, when you sit down, it's your bare ass on your shorts," and I'd be like, "They're not done yet. They ain't done yet.
Not quite
Not
yet.
quite done."
The other time you have the holes all on the bottom and it hasn't quite opened up yet, but then your
It's a G-string.
nut just gets
It gets stuck. I
strangled
know.
by one midday.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
at work and you're like, oh shit, I gotta get
Yeah,
out of here.
and then, but it's always in a meeting or something. And we're going over budget reports, and you just you keep crossing your legs, and they're just like, "Are you okay?" You're like, "I'm fine. Everything's fine." Your one nut's getting suffocated.
Your
It's
Honor, can I
turning
stick my
blue.
hand down my pants? I've got a little something going on
Turning
here. I got
blue.
a situation.
It's a pedophile case. You're sick.
Hey, imagine you got arrested and that's the pair of undies you're wearing. That ain't good.
Oh, that'd be the worst.
That ain't good.
I've thought about that. Like, you'd have to be in like some.
That's why, like, a
comfortable
lot of
clothes
the
getting
thugs,
arrested.
they wear two pairs always. That's what they say. Always wear two
two
pairs of
pairs.
undies.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
they
So,
just-
That's
you
how
guys-
2 Chainz got his name.
so you guys
Before he had
don't
2
like
chains, he
that
was just wearing
idea.
2 pairs.
That's what I'm getting.
No, I hate it. That's probably the worst thing I've
Yeah.
ever heard in my life. It's dumb. There's so many other reusable things we could do.
Yeah, that seems dumb.
Okay.
But I will say, I do love your ingenuity. You always
Thank you.
always come up with at least 2 to 3 ideas.
It's like
one of
Michael-
them won't get us jailed, so that's always good.
There are a lot of bathroom ideas, though. I gotta say.
You know, hey, it's where it
Where
all
a lot,
begins.
it's where well, because he does his
It's
thinking.
where I do my
That's where he
thinking.
does his thinking. So it's when it's 5 minutes before the pod when he's making his notes.
But you
that's
gotta
where
wonder-
he's looking.
you
He's
gotta
like,
wonder
okay.
because, hey,
toilet paper. I see toilet paper.
Hey, you gotta wonder because I have a lot of file material. so where it begins.
Oh God.
Nicole's been killing me lately. Okay, here. Hold on.
hear it.
Hold on. Okay.
She's been really on your case about all that child porn.
Sorry, the boss is
does
really riding me.
She does. Yeah, I gotta really deliver on this. No, she does claim I use way too much toilet paper. Apparently that's the
thought
thing.
that was going to
But you have. Hold on. When I use toilet
She's
paper,
auditing your toilet paper use.
Yeah. But like when you use toilet paper, right? When you pull some off, you make a little nest, and then you wipe, and then you add to the nest, right? Or do you just start?
You do
I'm
the
a-
double wipe.
I'm a one nester.
What's
and
that?
that
What's a
nest
double wipe?
goes
What do
in.
you
Well, like what you just sounded like you add more and then wipe again, or you add more to flush it.
So here's what I do, right? Depends on the amount. Sometimes you get a ghost and it's perfect,
This
right?
is great talk.
No.
Yeah, the
But
Phantom.
okay, I rip the toilet paper and then I like fold it 3 or 4 times so that my finger can't go through the paper, no matter what, because that's what I'm always worried about.
Oh, you're really putting your whole hand in there.
yeah,
And then I get in, and then after I wipe once, I fold again, clean, boom, fold again.
Oh, you could do a fold. I don't know about a rewrap. Seems.
I've always been the
unnecessary.
4-finger kind of guy, and so I do less, but just get in there with the. I know I'm gonna like when I have a dirty one, I'm gonna like spend a few minutes washing my hands.
Ew, really? With the
I
see,
don't-
this
I
is
don't
why
get
That's
it
the
directly.
so
I
the
don't get it
claw.
directly on.
Hey, the claw technique is not what you want to use. The 4-finger claw, from what we hear, that's
you're
not what you
you're
want
not
to
fucking
use.
putting, buddy. This is
Jesus
Red Lobster.
Christ.
Okay, you know what I will say though? That like when if I have a legitimate poop, I'm using probably a quarter of a roll.
That's fucked up, man. She's right.
She
You're-
is not wrong.
she is
Having said that,
right on
they use it every time they piss. So
okay,
per capita, I think
I don't-
it's pretty even. Even if you use 4 times as much as she does when you dump.
I had this conversation with my wife not too long ago because she's in childcare and she, I guess, teaches the kids that the boys
Well, can she teach you
Wipe?
the 4-finger fucking situation?
no, but that to wipe after peeing. And I'm like, oh, that's not a thing guys do. And she's like, yeah, all guys do that.
I think
That's like,
I might
wipe
be
after
throwing.
peeing?
I might be
Yeah.
throwing
Nope.
this completely out there, unfact checked, but I'm pretty sure Muslims do that.
oh, really?
That's a lie. though,
That is
'cause
the
urinals-
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Some Muslims
on this
because they believe
podcast.
it's unclean.
That is the dumbest thing on
It
this
is.
pod.
It might be. I
I've
think.
ever
I think it
heard.
might be the
Yeah,
dumbest
that's
thing.
misinformation.
I think it might be
Fucking
dumb.
stupid.
I think it might be dumb.
But
Wait,
like,
let me. Okay, sorry. You
I
finish.
promise you,
Do
I've
Muslims
never wiped
Wipe
from peeing.
pee.
But
No,
she
neither
was
have I.
like
That's
concerned.
weird. Wait, what do you?
she's
You're
out there-
wiping your dick?
What's that?
Wipe your dick after
yeah,
you pee?
that's what she's saying, and I'm like, no, that's not a thing.
That's the shake.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I said. More than 2 shakes and you're playing with yourself, right?
Yeah.
You give it, and
Yeah.
you're good.
Cock it, lock it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Yeah.
And it's all right
Let's
if you
skip
got
the
a little
next
bit
guy.
on the end.
Okay, wait a
fine.
minute. We
No,
got something.
It's not.
We got
We got
something.
something. Do Muslims wipe after peeing? Okay, this is people. People also ask is what. So
Is this
I
on
didn't even
Quora?
search this. This is not. This is Googs.
Googs.
Okay. The way you wash yourself after going to the lavatory, in Stingia, I tried, is first of all to wash your hand, and then the end of your penis where the urine comes out. You then wipe any impurity from your anus using hard earth or other things on your left hand, which would be toilet paper, which you should then wipe on the ground and wash or through.
I think
Obviously,
we're
this is-
losing
This is
sight.
probably from the Quran, but what I will say, the Quran. But what I will say,
Yeah.
what I will say,
Duran.
Quran, sorry. But what I will say is, they didn't have toilet
Offended
paper.
a billion people.
Some punk band
Buddy.
is Quran.
Quran. Mine was honest. You're just making a mockery out of this.
Yes.
Okay, but what I will say is that clearly they didn't have toilet paper because they're saying hard earth or something. So I bet you it wouldn't just be a wash of the hand and then thing. I bet you these days it would be toilet paper. This seems like it was taken from,
An unreliable source.
Yeah, that
To
doesn't
say the
sound.
least.
Yeah, that doesn't sound at all like you proved your point, man.
International Islamic University in Malaysia. They published that piece. It's published.
Okay. Hey, so Nicole's doing. Nicole, we talked about that. She does my laundry, right? She's vacuuming this morning.
Yeah.
So I got to pick everything up, all that fun stuff. And we still have like a bunch of bottles from the wedding.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just scattered. And there's a bottle of like my 12-year whiskey, and then a bottle of my regular whiskey. And she attempts to start mixing the two to save the bottle, because she's like, let's get rid of this bottle. So she starts to mix the two whiskeys.
It's gonna be like sediment forming in them and shit.
What the actual
now
fuck?
It becomes like an 11.3 year or something like that, right?
That math ain't good.
I'm not good at math.
That math ain't good.
But yeah, that's classic Nicole for you. She tried to mix the whiskey. This is the same girl, by the way, that I caught yesterday watching the Johnny Depp thing that's on Netflix. The Depp Amber.
Yeah.
I didn't follow it too much. I know he wins.
USA, USA.
No, but
USA.
I'm not following it too much. But Nicole didn't follow any of it, I guess, and she's like mid deep in the series and the trial.
How did
Holy
she
shit.
not follow any of this?
She apparently
this
said she
seems
doesn't
like
follow
it'd be
it.
right up her alley.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, she watches the
And now
the
she just-
sitcom Vanderpump Bachelor shows.
So
and
she's
stuff.
not taking dumps on your bed or anything? Oh, Vanderpump Rules? I know.
It
Brett's
was the
been running
dump.
VP rules.
So basically, she's like watching it on the couch, and then I was like, oh, like blah blah blah. I start talking. She's like, don't tell me, because like I want to watch it. And then she's like, I think he's gonna be guilty. And I was like, why? And this is halfway
I think
through.
she's
and by the
like
way,
Captain
the
Jack
show,
Sparrow.
The
You know,
show
she's
is
projecting.
like she said the show really leans towards Depp, like on his side. But she goes,
There's always a twist.
yeah, no, she goes, I think he did it. He just looks like he's guilty. And I was like,
And that's why
could
she can't do jury duty.
Could she? Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine her on jury duty?
Yeah.
That
it would
is.
be, yeah, it would be horrible.
Despite the
looks-
overwhelming evidence,
Yeah.
I have a hunch.
He didn't.
She's the standout jury member.
Yeah,
They're
they all
like-
want to.
Oh yeah. It's like, well, that's another thing too.
Like, it's clearly this guy didn't do it, and she's
Yeah.
just there like, I don't know, man. He looks
He's
seedy.
got a neck tattoo. No. But you know what's weird? Why haven't like the legal system? They haven't adjusted their like rules to like today's day and age. So I heard in the show, playing in the background, they're like, okay, guys, like it's time for everyone to go home. Remember, don't go on the internet, blah, 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 blah. Don't look at the trial. It's like, that's all people do now. Why is it that they go home and then come back? they shouldn't be able to leave.
Sometimes it's
Sometimes
like
that,
cases they
but
do
usually
that,
that's
yeah.
like
okay.
for murder and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Okay,
Not
yeah.
like a fucking
Yeah, I
petty
get that, I
divorce.
get it.
The fact that
So-
she just made all her lawyer money back on this Netflix thing.
You know what? Fair enough, but then that makes sense because the fact that they could just like leave and come back and they're on an honor system, like
Yeah.
don't try.
Yeah,
it's like,
no.
what?
That's
wild.
bullshit. But you keep bringing up neck tattoos, and it just made me think of something, dude. I've been seeing the homeless people in Oshawa, and like I got a couple funny things to say about them.
Getting out of hand.
It's getting out of hand, but the face tattoos, you're looking at them, and it's like, I always like wondered. It's like, did you get the face tattoo and then things started to go downhill from there, or were you at a point already where you're like lying
Usually
in your
not
friend's
how it goes.
like room, and you're like, man, do you know what? My life's just already in the gutter. It's
I
not
need
going
a
to get
LA
any
Dodgers
better.
logo
No,
on my
15.
forehead.
Give me like a bunch of stars.
Give me a
on the-
scorpion on the side of my head.
They're young, man. They're typically young.
No,
They're
the homeless people. Like I
no,
saw
no,
the
no.
one
I'm saying
chick.
when they get the tattoos.
The one chick, it looked fresh, and she had
That's
the
fresh
stars.
ink.
Like
You know what
all
that
on-
is?
all
That's someone
across her
fucking
face.
around being like, "I'll give you this money
doesn't
for
make
whatever
sense.
you need, but you got to get a face tat, and like I own you."
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that
Because I bet you there's a
tattoos are
dark underworld
expensive.
of people owning hobos. That's
Yeah,
why
oh,
they're
yeah.
so hard for us to hire for our ideas. It's because they've already
It's
got
true.
low key. They're getting taken
Yeah,
care of
money.
some way or another.
Okay, my favorite thing about the homeless population in our area is that. Do you guys know about Harley G's?
No.
Harley G's is like the local leader of the Hells Angels, owns a clothing store.
Maybe we shouldn't. Hey, great guy. I've heard.
Harley G's.
Well, like I don't. He's not going to come after us for this, but he's got.
That's also a challenge. Sounds like a
Whoa,
challenge.
yeah.
Challenge accepted.
He couldn't get us if he tried.
That was Jimmy who said that.
We'll post a picture of his daughter later.
Dude, he's got like this clothing brand, and it is very just like there's a lot of tracksuits. All right, it's like popping. Some of it's pretty good. I'd rock it, but like it's hilarious.
The sweatpants with juicy on the bottom.
Yeah.
No, it all just says
Harley.
like, Harley G's. It all says Harley G's. So you see all these homeless people wearing these jumpsuits from Harley G's, and the like support your local 81, like all the Hells Angels,
Yeah,
like
okay.
paraphernalia. But like I don't know, is this guy just going around handing them out to the homeless people for free? Like,
Maybe they give back.
well, because they're everywhere, right? So.
Yeah.
Like, think about how many people saw that tracksuit on that guy, and it's like, that's actually a nice tracksuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know
gonna
because
go-
I'd be like,
Well,
I
that's
don't.
also
I don't
like-
ever look at that and be like,
That's
oh,
what-
I like that beanie that
that's-
hobo's wearing.
That's like a big thing. Like the Mexican cartels and stuff. Like they back in the day, that's what they used to do to kind of like not so much fly in the like under the radar, but have people not reporting them as often or like looking the other way or not giving people information. Is they'd like bring stuff to the community, money and
yeah.
research, stuff like
The
that.
Robin
Look
Hood,
so like
yeah.
Frank
the
Lucas.
Robin Hood,
The-
Frank
the-
Lucas, yeah.
yeah.
So if you're gonna do that, that makes sense. Like the Harleys, if you're gonna do that, like support
Everything he
local.
can't sell, like he's like, it's been on the shelf too long. Like the new stuff's
I
coming.
knew
in.
I shouldn't have put juicy on the ass.
He's just dropping it off in the middle of the like homeless encampment.
Juicy G's, you know, juicy spelled with the G.
So leader of Hells. Now the whole you missed the episode.
Are we sure we want to do this?
No, you missed the
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything further about him. He's a great guy. Great support local 81 or whatever that is. The Russian leader who went down. Okay, the opposition
Prigozhin.
leader. Listen.
No, not the. He's not the opposite.
Yeah.
Here
The,
comes
the
the
mercenary leader.
conspiracy.
Okay, no, not a
Yeah.
conspiracy.
Okay.
We already talked about it. Okay, I don't know if Jimmy has any thoughts. I just wouldn't have got on the plane. The poor crew of that plane, though. I mean, you got to know you're going down. You see this guy. You check the flight, the log. You're like, oh, we're fucked.
Well, 'cause
I would
it
have
was
been
like-
sick.
It was the whole like leadership board
Yeah,
of
I know.
Wagner. So it was like, yeah, you looked at that and you were like, it was 2 months to the day of your wedding, which is also the day he staged the rebellion.
Do you ever think that maybe?
People know your wedding day now.
Hey, me and him, we both have something about
No,
our
it's
weddings
not.
are
Hey,
different.
it's different.
Okay.
It's different.
He so you'd think when you saw that maybe actually it didn't get shot down, although it is weird that the one wing went down, but maybe the pilots saw who was coming, like nope. They had the bottom rung pilot and he actually just sucked. Maybe it wasn't a conspiracy. Maybe it was just they were fear mongering and it all worked out. But how would you guys take down, if you were a leader, how would you take down the leader of your opposition?
This is like the fucked up part because I don't know if you guys saw this, but on the day that he staged the rebellion, that guy put out a video where he was describing the situation as Russia being a plane that is crash landing. So he specifically
Circle
set
of
it out.
life.
So like, yeah, Putin's just like, oh, we're gonna take this
I'd
guy
be like
out with his own fucking
I'd
words.
be a bus, car, or train dude if I'm trying to stage a coup for Putin. I mean, there's a few leaders in the world you could probably get one over. Like if Pierre tried with JT, I think it might work.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
you could do it.
Yeah, I don't know. With Putin doesn't fuck around. He doesn't
No.
seem like one. Like Biden, you could try. Secret Service might take you out. Trump, I don't think it's smart. I
No.
mean, there's a reason why no one tried to take him out the first time. But yeah, I don't know. How would you try to take
I
out if
wouldn't
you
say
had
that.
opposition?
Isn't he in jail? Like, what do you mean?
I mean, like when he was the commander in chief. You know, no one
Because
took a
what
shot.
do you do? Like, I know the Russians like the poison too, right? But like, that's
I've
actually-
always been an old school like Fidel Castro. They tried to get him with the exploding cigar. I mean, I've always been a call me nostalgic.
But have
Send
you-
him a Romeo.
Big
and Juliet.
JFK guy, the old hoodwink.
Have you ever seen the statistics when someone compares it,
Big
like
Malcolm X guy.
the rest of the world to Russia, of how many people fall out of windows in Russia?
It's crazy. They got to start making
lot.
these windows. Everyone dies out of a window.
Dude, like hundreds of thousands of people die a year falling out of
If
a
you
window.
vote, essentially, if you vote no on certain things,
Yeah, you fall out of a
never
window.
go into a building with a window or stay on ground
That's
level.
it, eh?
Yeah, and look, the government's doing nothing to like put cages on those windows, have some sort of railing
Hey,
system.
when you go to Vegas, you can't open the window.
Yeah,
In
like-
Russia, they got to get that technology.
What we have found is the freedom leaders are very clumsy.
that clumsy bitch fell down the stairs.
These pussy ones who run our country can't even handle our vodka.
Clumsy bitch.
It's like there's just an obscene number of people like fall out of a window every year in Russia.
Interesting.
Well, that's like when people would get on Ovechkin for like, why don't you denounce Putin? And he's like,
Yeah, no,
I don't speak English.
Yeah,
And I'm
no.
like,
Me no hablo English, Lee.
yeah,
Remember that?
he's Mexican.
Remember that time I got a hole in one? Yeah. No, that makes sense. How would I do it personally? Hire a hitman.
Okay.
But listen, again, here's the thing. You hire someone who is like a drug dealer, but who has this certain set of skills. Like they have a history of like being in the Navy or something like that. Find someone like that who's hooked on some opioids. You're going to help their family out. Bada boom, bada bing. They take them out.
This is way too thought out for something I just sprung on you.
I think maybe what we should do is go back to our thing 30 10-year-olds in a room, lock them in a room with 30 10-year-olds. It's either you or those 30 kids are walking out, not both. He's got to fight his way out. And if he beats up and he murders the 30 kids, he earned his redemption and he gets to live.
Who, me or someone else?
Well, the guy we're trying to kill here.
Oh, the guy we're trying to
theoretically.
kill. But so you've already kidnapped him and you're locking him in a room.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point. So just
Now
to be
it's
clear, you're
kidnapping.
going to let him go
But what-
after he beats up kids?
No, he's got to murder 30 kids.
After he murders
And then he goes
30
to jail
kids?
for murdering 30 kids.
That
Wow.
way, it's bingo.
Because you can't explain that. Be like, no, I was locked in the room. What else was I supposed to do, officer? Like, the cops are going to be like, well, I guess you had to kill those kids.
And then someone comes in and changed the doorknob so there's no locks on them.
yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Okay, little off topic, but don't you think it's kind of surprising that no one's ever tried to stage like a remake of Saw?
Oh, people I'm sure have. You know how many deaths you probably find out?
you haven't heard about this.
Yeah.
Like
but
that you haven't heard about? You know what I'm saying? Where like there's people that
You ever
like,
see that movie,
I
30 Minutes or Less?
yeah.
That was based off of
That
it.
was based off of a
Yeah,
true
yeah.
story of someone trying to do the Saw like thing. Because they were.
Well, that's different though. Yeah,
It's
but that
kind of
was,
though.
like,
You have
rob
a
the
certain
bank,
amount of
right?
time to do
Yeah,
That
something.
was like
I mean,
the rob the
that's-
bank one. Yeah, I'm thinking of like strictly game show. Like who
Is
wants
this your
it?
next Dragon's Den idea?
No. Who wants it more? Just the legality issues.
Imagine you
around
go to
it.
I'm sure this is already a plot of a movie,
We
and
couldn't
I
get
guess
it
there would be
insured.
copyright infringement on Saw. But just go to an escape games, and it turns out the escape rooms actually are Saw, and you got to go through dropping kids. If you talked about Hitman,
Every 8 minutes, one of you dies.
Jimmy, would
Literally.
you charge double if you were a hitman if it was a twin, just in case, because you have to kill both of them? You don't want one.
Well,
Slip.
because you're looking to get the
That
one.
is-
You're
and then
only trying to kill one, but do you have to kill
What
both?
if I get the wrong one?
Yeah, like do you just take both out right away anyway? Unless they're like clearly on the other side of the country.
I wouldn't. You know why? This is why. Because when someone gives you a file and they're like, do you accept or not? And you say accept, and then you go do your homework on them. Now,
Files? You
you
think
could
you're
say,
getting these through
here's the
files
thing.
still?
Call me a classic overthinker. Let me just tell you how this goes, right? Someone gives you the contract. You take a look at it. I accept. They go home. Let's say it was 20 G's to take out this person. Next thing you know, you're doing your homework. Oh, they've got a twin. You're going to call back and
Ring,
say,
ring,
I
40.
need 40 because I need to now take out this person.
then the
That way
problem's
there's no
like,
vendetta.
who do you
Wait,
think's calling?
Wait. No.
It's the twin.
No, I need to take out this person now, right? Because if not, they're going to come back for me, or they're just going to look for vengeance. What do? They say, hey, no problem. Click, bling, bling, call up another assassin. I'm going to send 30. You got to kill 2 of them. Now you got to kill the old assassin because he knows too much and the kid.
So he's gonna pay 10 grand less to kill one more person that he doesn't need to kill.
No. He needs to kill.
I like my
now
twist
I'm
better.
in. I'm in.
I like my twist better where you call back and you're like, hey, I found out they have a twin. I'm gonna need 40 because I need to kill them both. And they're like, I'm the twin. I hate my brother.
So
Less
you're
realistic.
just standing behind him while he picks up the phone and you kill him.
Boom. Yeah. Boom. Headshot. I have another hot take, and I don't know how you guys will feel about this one.
Well, I have
All right,
one
let's hear
after
it.
your hot
Okay,
take.
this one's fiery because mods did not approve. Okay, everybody's in love with this Oliver Anthony guy. Okay,
I don't know
listen.
who this is.
the guy hurts like hell and something, yeah, and governments. The
I've
bearded dude who's
never
like
heard
got the
this.
song that all the
Yeah,
people are
everyone's-
crying over.
Okay, I've never
all the
heard
reaction videos are people crying. I'm not saying it's not a pleasant song or a good song, but why are grown men crying over this? But anyway, here's my hot take. Okay. This dude just complains a lot. And here's why. Because Maudsley was playing it and like tearing up type thing. Okay. So Mods is playing it and
I need
tearing
to
up.
hear this song.
Okay. Oh, yeah. You probably would, you patriot. So,
Yeah.
you fellow patriots.
Oh, bless
Yeah.
America.
And then I guess it played another song from him.
Yeah.
And I'm in the room telling this theory to Mods, being like, here's the thing. This guy just seems like he complains a lot. He's like, no, it's a song of a generation. He's not complaining. And then we're in like the studio. I kind of open the door of the garage and it's a new song. And all you hear is hot as hell. Rain won't stop. I'm like, sounds like he's complaining a lot. So I don't know. People might hate me for this because I know he's blowing up and he's getting introduced. He's on Rogue and he's doing
Yeah.
this. He's turning down $8 million deals, which is genius, by the way. You can't be the indie hero who hates the establishment and then sign to Universal. You
Yeah,
can't do it.
yeah.
But anyway, Coco doesn't know the song, so I don't know. Maybe it's her. But Jimmy, you seem like you might not be a huge fan of it either. So am I not? This might gain traction.
I
Let's
tried
go.
to listen to it and I was like, oh, like I don't really see it.
Did it
I
bring you to
don't-
tears?
No, it definitely didn't. I thought it was like funny. I always have that, like I think people are being
Like,
sarcastic.
is this satirical?
Yeah,
And is
and
where's
like-
the punchline?
Yeah, that's where I was kind of getting at it with it, and then like everyone's again passing it around and being like, "Oh man, this guy's a hero."
Again, seems like a nice dude.
Yeah.
Seems like a talented dude. I'm not knocking him. I just think when the grown men are crying on video listening to this song, they're like, I just feel it so much.
I
It's
just
like,
feel it so much.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, no. I think I'm with you on that one because like I just
Guy's his net worth is $2 million.
There's
yeah,
no
that-
way that's real unless that was
That's all
updated
from
yesterday.
like from 6 weeks ago. Because
Yeah.
I think it was about 6 or 7 weeks ago or something like that.
When it came out, yeah.
And when it came out, and then like he obviously, I think he's sold a few concerts now.
And
like
he was the first. He's also the first like guy to debut like top 5 on the Billboard or
Oh,
something.
he got to number one
without
yeah,
ever being
without
on
ever-
it or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think
so-
he's got like 1 or 2 songs on the top 100 now.
Yeah, because of residual. People trying
Yeah.
those, and it's funny how he doesn't have 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
You know
though.
what?
People are like,
Listen.
2 of this guy complaining.
Glass half full.
He's like the Larry David of singing, just bitching about
But
everything.
is he a good guy? Is he doing good things?
Hey, you know what? I
Then
like him.
let's-
He is doing
he's-
good
you know what I
things. He
mean?
wants to donate his old truck for charity. I've listened to him
Yeah.
on Rogan a bit.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hate on the guy.
Seems like
I
a bit
want to
of a
like.
Bible
I want to
thumper,
like
but
the
yeah.
guy. I know. I want to like the guy, but I'm just saying, bit of a complainer.
Yeah, I think he drank a bit of the Jesus Kool-Aid too, though, right?
Oh, is he a Christ boy?
Oh yeah.
Well, this has been fun. I don't know when we'll see each other next because maybe when I get back from Mexico. But you're going to Portugal?
We're going to Portugal. I'm excited. Apparently, all we're going to be doing is eating inside of restaurants, or sorry, inside of grocery stores. Apparently, that's
Is
like
that thing.
all the best
Well,
restaurants.
that's
are inside
because that's
grocery
what
stores.
Keelan told you because that's
No,
what
no,
the
no, that's
cheapest
not what he
food
said.
is.
That's not what he said.
He's like, if you just eat it raw, you don't even got to pay to get
The
it
man,
cooked.
It wasn't
the
even
man
him.
who found Little Caesars in Italy.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
that-
yeah.
I tell you guys that story a million times.
I'm-
No, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. We go.
Best
It's a
pizza in
fucking
Italy.
dungeon, like half-price pizzas. The greatest food of all fucking time, man.
No,
It's
but
the
bro,
best.
bang for your buck though, man. Bang for your buck.
It's just, I'll never forget that day. Nicole and I walk up.
You could
and
be
it's-
eating on
you
the-
had to
the
go
coast
down
instead.
steps into, like, everywhere you eat in Italy, it's just like, it's all outdoors and it's bright and it's beautiful outside. And it's like, you had to go down the steps to like this like underground bar with no windows.
Crypt
And it was
keeper.
dark. And you're like, this is where you ate? And he's like, great fucking food, man.
Bang for your buck,
Great, man.
Hey, vibes were high.
Vibes high.
There was a
man.
little bit of sunlight coming from the one window from the office, and the office door was open for a bit, so you actually got a bit of that natural
And like
rays.
Keel drinks his own Kool-Aid. He's like, ooh, that's bright.
Oh,
Like,
Hey, can you hit the blinds for me?
Whoa.
Hey, he's going blind face. He's wearing sunglasses inside.
I love that. That's funny.
All right. Peace,
Okay.
guys.
Bye,
See ya.
guys.
Love you.